For sure, we're really excited this morning because it's all happening here and we're so grateful to have you with us. We just had the book review of Bulletproof Dating with the one and only Petrina, and now we're moving to the next part of the show, which is the extensive wellness section. All right, and this is the part of the show where literally we have Ronald, our nutritionist. He's been in this game for plus 50 years. You know, he doesn't mind disclosing his age because even at 70, 70 years old, like plus like 73, literally he can like flex his muscle like that, and me and the Brazilian Clark Kent over there can literally hang off his bicep and he would hold us up because he knows what to do with nutrition and to really take care of yourself. So I just want to say a huge breakfast show. Good morning. How you doing, Ronald?
I'm doing fine. I'll just give you a small correction.
Yes.
I'm actually on the way to 75.
75. Woo! Wow. Yeah. 75 years on the earth. My goodness.
But feeling like 40.
I know. It's powerful. 40. That's a good sign. Oh wow, 40. Yeah. Okay. That's really, really good. And I'm telling you now. I mean, there are many who are like 30, and they've literally said, jump ship. Let me just cruise through life, and forget the body. McDonald's just tastes better. When they're paying the price.
Mm.
You're showing like how it should really be done to really take care of yourself, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. It's a discipline that's made the difference.
A discipline. Oof, gosh, strong word. Every time I hear this word.
It's working out what works, like the knowledge. But then that is no good unless you implement that on a daily basis, and I mean daily.
Yes.
You can't just say I'll eat pizza for 5 days a week and then I'll eat healthy for 2 days.
Yeah.
That's going to give you like a 70% disaster in your body. So that's the way it works. You got to be really aware what you're doing.
So
anyway, let's
but that was a great intro, by the way, just to kind of get everybody's mind right, because everybody thinks of like little fad diets here and there, but it's actually a lifestyle change that you're saying. But yeah, let's take us to the promised land. Take us to the promised land.
What over the years I've travelled to many countries, including the USA, and that's where I became aware of this, what I call yellow gold, right? But it's actually a bit deeper than that. What I'm going to talk about is corn, yellow corn.
Yellow corn.
However, I must preface it is that in America, it's amazing. In America, they've got about 200 varieties of corn. You know that? 200.
Really?
Yeah, 200. And I've actually seen it at the huge, what they call the hypermarkets. And I've been astonished about like an all aisle. You've got yellow corn, you've got white corn, you've got purple corn, you've got brown corn, you've got mauve corn, and these are all highly nutritious, right? So it's not just yellow corn.
Just a quick question, because there's some people who say sweet corn is genetically modified. It's not real.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Is that the yellow corn can go back to 3000 BC, and so it's not there is an element of that. Some corn in certain places may be modified, with the wrong attitude, but generally speaking, no. If you can get brown corn or purple corn, that's even healthier for you, right?
I didn't even know it existed.
Yellow corn, that's the beauty about it, and it looks really delightful in the salad, right? And so the reason, one of the big reasons why corn is so good for you is that it is a very high source of fiber, right? And I keep saying to people, look, you've got to have enough fiber in your body, about 38 grams per day.
Wow.
That's how much you need. And I did 45 years of work, 50 years of work, proved that unless you had 38 grams of fiber every single day, your bowels would get clogged up. And when your bowels get clogged up, the intestines get clogged up, the liver gets clogged up, and a whole litany. All the organs get clogged up, and you end up with terrible skin, right?
So what does 38 grams of fiber look like if we was to,
Well, that's a very good question. I'll give you an example. If you want like 20 grams of fiber, 20 grams, right? You need to eat 6 apples, 6 oranges, and 6 bananas.
For 20 grams?
That's for 20 grams. For 20 grams. That's how much you need to eat.
Well, what are you going to say to that?
It's like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how
this is why people get caught up, because they're not eating the right foods containing the right amount of fiber, right?
Yeah.
And so, but you tell me who's going to eat 6 bananas, 6 apples, 6 oranges. I'm talking big size, like.
Yeah.
But some people eat 1 banana or 1 apple if they're lucky,
That's right.
So that's why I'm recommending foods that are high in fiber.
Yeah.
Especially in fiber that's quite stringy, because that's what goes against the bowel wall and cleans up the wall.
Okay. Yep.
So, in addition to that, corn has got some quite amazing minerals which are hard to get in some other places.
Okay.
One of them is manganese.
Okay. We
Now,
know about manganese.
Why I mentioned manganese is because right now I see people all around us suffering from hay fever already.
Yeah.
Or that it's not full on spring, but there's enough grass pollen, there's enough apple pollen, cherry pollen in the air where they need to get manganese to strengthen the immune system, so that they can survive the hay fever season. And once you get into hay fever season, if you've already connected that, you're going to need to work on it straight away, because otherwise, by the time you get to about May, June, July, you're going to be like eye running, nerves running. You're
going to be like Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
My precious. Yeah. And his eyes are like, hey.
Exactly. Phosphorus is another thing that's good in sweet corn. Phosphorus.
Yep.
That plays an important role in the growth and maintenance of body tissues, right?
Yeah.
Magnesium, that's one of my favorites. Poor levels of this important minerals may increase your risk of many problems with heart disease.
Phosphorus.
Okay? Zinc, yeah, phosphorus, magnesium.
Magnesium, okay.
Zinc, listen to this one. Zinc has many essential functions in your body. Due to the presence of phytic acid in corn, you've got to cook the corn a certain way where you absorb the zinc more. And finally, you get copper, right, which is an antioxidant trace element.
Yeah.
Copper is generally low in the Western diet, and inadequate diet may have quite severe issues with heart health, right?
Okay.
So that's what. So when now the other thing I'm going to point to, I've got to about 3 different shopping centres and shops and so on, and I've noticed that lately you are only getting corn that's been stripped of the skin,
of the husk,
stripped of the green, stripped of the husk, and all you got is this like cut up. It's already been cut up and packaged in plastic.
Yeah.
Yellow corn, right?
Yeah. That's normal,
that's
right?
Not the way. Yeah, and that's what is seen as normal. It's not normal.
Okay.
You should go to a place where you buy your corn. I'm going to tell you an amazing story. You buy your corn with it intact, like you picked off the corn tree. The
okay.
Bush, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You see, you should be looking for the corn, fresh, bright yellow colour or bright purple colour if you can get it.
Yeah.
It's a silk of it. There's a silk inside. Cover it. And then you get the green husk, cover it, and it should be all there. Shouldn't be all stripped.
Just to interject for a moment, we've got our Breakfast Show faithful here. Julie's saying, I am eating enough, she states. Okay, and I don't know if there's a question mark, but it looks like there's enough exclamation marks there to make a statement. Ariane from Taiwan is saying, not a fan of veggies, especially the green ones, but I'm a big fan of fruits. Name it all. Yes. All right. Yeah. And
I'll just comment on that. Yeah. Your fruits are your second line of defense in the immune system. Second line. Okay. Your best infantry is the vegetables every time. Right? Okay. Fruits is an important part of it, but you can always eat many more vegetables than fruit. Now, with corn, try and go to a shop or recommend to a grocery store that gets you organic grown corn and also contains all the elements I was mentioning before. The actual yellow corn, the silk, they call it silk, and the yellow, the green. Okay. I'll tell you why it's so important. when your nose is irritated by either sinus blockage or colds or flu or say hay fever, one of the best teas you can get is the tea made up with the silk of the corn.
Oh yeah.
So in other words, when you get a corn that's been picked straight off the bush,
yeah,
you bring it home and you virtually work on it straight away, and then you can peel the green leaves off it.
Okay, the outside, yeah.
And then inside you'll see the silk. It looks like silk, right? And you strip that off and you put that into a pot of tea.
Yes.
Right? And you can add berries with it, boiling water, and that silk is very, very good for hay fever.
Really?
But unless you're getting it, very good for hay fever. But unless you're getting it like fresh, it's going to be too starchy, right? Now, one of the best ways, if you can grow your own corn, that is the sweetest corn you'll ever get. Because I've tried both. I've tried the shop board, and so on, and the one you grow yourself is amazing.
Because this is what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, how easy is it to grow yourself?
It's very easy to grow. It's
very good. I love it when you say that.
You've got to go to certain well-known companies like Sutton's or Unwin or places like that where it will sell you corn seeds. Yep. It will sell you corn seeds and you can get it from there. Now, just before we move out of time, I just want to give you a recipe that really, really is amazing. Mm-hmm. And for that, so let's say for two people, right? So you need 2 corn cobs, right? 2 corn cobs. You steam that. Okay. you don't boil it. You steam it, and then you get a knife and you shred all the actual cobs, the seeds off it. It's what I call a seed. Yep. You put that in a bowl. Mm-hmm. You put half an avocado with that, right? Small red onion.
Yes.
Red onion.
Yep.
Apple cider vinegar. Okay. And then olive oil. And then finally 1 clove of garlic. You stir it all up, and then you add, like I said, you can have apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, and of course my favorite, sel de Guérin, right? When you have that, now that is really, really delicious and it's very tasty. Another thing that's good for here is, in addition to the corn, the avocado, the red onion, and so on, guess what you add to it? You go and do some foraging, and you get some stinging nettle.
Okay.
We grow ours organically, and you can put gloves on, and then you cut about probably 20 leaves of steam. And while you're steaming the corn, you put that in the steamer. Yeah. And then you put in the blender. You put the actual not corn, but the actual the stinging nettle in the blender. You blend it, and then you add that to the onion, avocado, corn, apple cider vinegar, celery, and all of it.
Okay,
what that does.
Go on. Sorry.
That's a powerful addition to create strength for hay fever.
Wow, powerful. Look, Captain Hugo already was like, when you mentioned avocado in there, he's like, ooh, yeah, this is sounding healthy. All right, so his eyes were fluttering. Ariane says, Janet says, they are like threads, the silk on the corn.
That's right.
And Julie says, we boil corn with the skin. So we boil it all together, or we steam it all together, right? Or do we take it off before we steam it?
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly right. But it's best to pull the silk separate, because the silk is quite fragile. So, and you can actually make a tea out of it. That's the best way.
Ooh la la. Ariane says, I eat smoked corn and steamed ones. Okay.
I wouldn't use smoked corn, because and if you get the wrong wood and you're smoking it, you can actually add carcinogenic compounds to it. Okay. In other words, it can cause you problems with the tumors and so on. You're better off to steam the corn every time.
Look, okay.
And I'd also encourage you to try and grow your own corn. Even if you grow 1 or 2 plants during the season, you're gonna enjoy it when the actual crops actually comes on board.
Oh gosh,
probably towards about November.
I'm adding that to my collection now. I'm on it. Because I come to think of it, where my mother-in-law lives, they have a little thing that they did in the community, and I'm sure at one point we saw sweet corn there. I'm sure we did.
Yeah,
I'm sure we did. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see what I can do with that. Fantastic. So there we go, guys. Yep. I'd be
always grateful to anybody that can tell me where I can get corn, like organic corn with a silk on and the skin on, because I buy that every time, right?
Okay. So guys, there we go. There's our breakfast show mission from the one and only Ronald. When you're going out and you're scouring the planet or the places or online where you can get some good organic corn with the skin on and the silk inside. That's our breakfast show mission. If you choose to accept, all right. And that stinging nettle, so that 20 leaves of stinging nettles, blend it up, and you can literally just pour it.
No, not 20 leaves. 20 leaves. 20 leaves, not 20 liters. 20 liters, you'd be like an elephant.
No, 20 leaves. Sorry, my wording. Sorry. 20 leaves, and you could just
20 liters. 20 liters. You
I meant leaves. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
No, 20 leaves. And you must wear gloves. You must wear gloves when you're using stinging nettle.
And you can pour that straight onto this salad that you've told us about with the corn, yeah?
Yeah, but what you do is you pick your 20 leaves, you wash them in your sink with gloves on, good like waterproof gloves, and then when you put that in the steamer for about 5 minutes, so you'll see it go collapse, right? And then you blend it. You blend it, and then that's what you add to your corn.
Okay, wow, we are getting really deep now, guys, on this extensive wellness tip from the one and only Ronald. Ronald, we're gonna literally get this information together. If you do have it, I'd appreciate if you send it to me, and we're gonna literally put it online so everybody can kind of have a look at this and have a check it out. Also, you're gonna be online later on today, right, on YouTube?
Yes, we are on Planet Wellness on Facebook. 1:30 p.m. UK time today.
There you go, Planet Wellness.
We're gonna do a bit extra on the yellow corn and brown corn and purple corn as well.
There you go, guys. So look, if you want more how to take advantage of corn and diverse ranges that it's cultivated in that you can source it from, then definitely make sure you tune into Planet Wellness. Petrina, please put it there on the live chat for anyone to copy and send it and keep it for themselves so they can join you at 1:30. All right, guys, thank you so much, Ronald Petrina, for today. Just quickly, we've got a message here from Fatima from Toulouse, Bonjour, saying, I need to buy corn, otherwise my son will think it grows in a can. Are the vegetables in a can good too? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. Yeah, so Fatima.
The problem with corn, once you put it in a can, it becomes very starchy.
Okay.
That's the problem. And when it's starchy, it's bad for your blood sugar.
Yeah. All right, so
you need this fish.
So let's start making those changes, guys. Let's make those intentional changes. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Jeanette says the market sells whole corn, but not sure if organic. That's our homework. Let's go for it. Ronald Petrina, thank you so much for being with us today. You've been absolutely phenomenal. We feel well fed and fortified to go out there, make some good choices and make some good choices for us, for our family, and for our health and for those who we care about. So thank you both very, very much for today.
Well done, Nick. Terrific. Have a fantastic week.
Thank you very much, you two. Until then, guys, ciao for now.
You've been listening to The Breakfast Show with Robert Ashite.